Hello, morning guys. Welcome back to my live broadcast. The name is Amy's Trading Journals. I just changed the name, alright? Because I hope my live broadcast can become more and more practical. I'll show you if I got some tradings, I will share with you. And also if there is some significant market changes, some important news, I will share with you. Alright, so today is 9th December 2020, Wednesday today. Alright, so what we're going to talk about today. So firstly, the market weather for today. My summary is calm. Okay, so this is my point of view on the current market performance, global market performance. Later, share with you a bit. All right, and then secondly, we talk about JD Health IPO. This JD Health just IPO'd yesterday, right? So yesterday IPO. Then some people are thinking, wow, is it a good buy, right? Of course, it is listed in Hong Kong, right? So it's a Hong Kong share, IPO share, Hong Kong one, and how to trade. Later we talk. And then also about Apple, news came out that it launches its new Airpods Max. So about Apple, have you bought in advance? Later I share with you the chart. And then for Singapore market, we see Ifast keep rebounding today. But when I was checking, when it reached a certain price level, then it began to drop. I saw a upper shadow, right? So later I share with you how to deal with Apple, because I also am still holding, right? And then Tesla, it also keeps soaring. So when to consider to sell for Tesla, because people feel frightened by the height for Tesla. The rally is quite a crazy one. So people are fearing that maybe there would be some big corrections when the price is already so high, right? So when to sell for Tesla. And also for US market, we got Biontech and Sea Limited in steady rise. These two shares I have analyzed in my previous videos. Yesterday I mentioned them, and in my previous videos I also mentioned about Biontech and Sea Limited. And Biontech is the one I'm currently still holding, right? And okay, so the last part is about the individual stock diagnosis. If you want me to diagnose your stocks later for you, you need to WhatsApp me. So this is my WhatsApp number here, 6592312307. Okay, WhatsApp me to have your stocks diagnosed later. Before we begin, I still have this disclaimer to make. All the stocks mentioned in the video are for the purpose of demonstration and educational recommendation. Investors should be aware of the risks involved in stock trading and take full responsibilities for their own tradings. Right, so firstly, about the market, right? So the U.S. market, actually, U.S., right, all the three major indexes went up a bit, right? Then for Dow Jones, it went up by 0.35%. At the value, the current value is 30,173. And then for Nasdaq, it went up by 0.50%, and the value is 12,582 points. And S&P 500 also went up a bit, 0.28%. The current value is 3,702 points. So no much progress has been made for the US market. It didn't go up, it didn't drop, it didn't go up a lot. It didn't drop much. So it's just something like a sideways there. Nasdaq, we can say it made a small progress. It just went up a bit, hit a new high already for Nasdaq, but we see no big movement for the US market. The market performance, that's why I say it's calm. It's calm, right? And then for Singapore and the Southeast Asian markets, Singapore now is up by 0.62%. The value is 2,842. It's still around the price has been hanging around the level for 3 days, just this level, around 2,840. The price has been there for 3 or 4 days there, no progress, still hanging there. Although you see the rise is already 0.60%, but no progress or no significant movement. Singapore Hang Seng Index, because recent 2 days it dropped quite a lot, and then today it also began to rebound. Now the price went up, is up by 331 points. 1.26%, okay, and then for Malaysia market, it's a bit different than Singapore and Hang Seng, because a gap up open today. For Malaysia market, it went up by 0.81%. The value is 1,644, the current value, right? So this is significant for Malaysia market, because finally the price has successfully broken up the strongest resistance around 1,515 something. Around that level, we see that's the strongest resistance for Malaysia market KOCI. Price already successfully break up that level, and now it's almost more than 80% confirmed that Malaysia market is reversing to long-term, medium-term to long-term bullish. It is reversing to, let's say, long-term bullish, because the significant resistance level has been taken for long-term, all right? For Malaysia, that's good news, because Malaysia also hit a new high, right? So that's good for today. It's quite strong for Malaysia. Okay, then that's about the market performance. Then how about individual stocks? So firstly, let's check JD Health IPO. JD Health is a Hong Kong stock. Let me switch to the Hong Kong market. And in my previous videos, I also talked about how to trade or how to deal with IPOs. Because, you know, for IPOs, we don't have any historical data to check. If you want to jump into it immediately when the market open after its IPO, you want to jump into it immediately, it can be really quite risky. For many stocks, maybe a open at a very high price, but then a close at a very low price is possible. And for some IPOs, after IPO, it just dropped quite a lot. For some, maybe it would after IPO it would go up, right? And then how do we deal with IPOs to catch some potential chances? I share with you the standard. The first standard is, if you are not doing speculation, right? You are not doing short-term speculation. You are eyeing on medium-term to long-term value investments for IPOs. You better let's say monitor at least for several days to see how it fares before you jump into it. That's for medium-term to long-term investment, right? So, but if you are, let's say, you are planning to trade for speculation, all right? Just some short-term buy low, sell high, trade for speculation. So how to deal with IPO? We do have a method. Let's go to JD Health first. JD Health, all right? So yesterday, after its IPO, the market opened. The price is the open price is quite low, but the close price is quite high, right? So a open low, close high is a big rise for yesterday, the first day after its IPO. Today is the second day, right? So if you are planning to do some short-term speculation, how can we deal with this kind of IPOs? you can check the minute chart. All right. You go to, let's say, you go to 30-minute chart, right? Because this is a very active share. It's a famous new share. Many people are paying attention to it. It is quite active, popular. So that's why we can check 30 minutes, right? 30 minutes. Then, what indicator to check? You can just check multicolor dragon and red and white circle, because for short-term speculation, this is a very good combination. Okay, so when the market, after IPO, the market opened yesterday at 10 a.m., right? And we see it's still white circle, right? So white circle means you better wait. And the first red circle is yesterday around 11:30. All right, 11:30. That's the first red circle in the 30-minute chart. We are checking the 30-minute chart. So after that, you can buy. Let's say around 12 p.m. You can buy. Then, if it's red circle, you keep holding. You notice that there is a long bearish bar. That is yesterday when the market is about to close, 4 p.m. Yesterday it's a long bearish candle, right? But it's still red circle. Okay, so if you trade based on the red and white circle, you still can wait and see. Then today, a market open higher than the last 30-minute candle yesterday, right? So until now, the price is getting some support at the red circle. If for short-term speculation, what we can do is we can buy around 12 p.m. yesterday, and we can keep holding until now. For short-term speculation, you can check the first white circle in future to sell. If it's red circle, you just keep holding. Because now we see in the 30-minute chart, multicolor dragon still quite a lot of big boys, no retailers. That's a good thing. For short term, the upward momentum is quite strong, right? But this method I'm sharing with you is for short-term speculation. You want to do some short-term speculation, you can try the minute chart. If it's an active stock, you try 30-minute chart, all right? But I don't recommend you to check 15 or even 5 minutes, because that would be too short. If the period you check is too short, the analysis may not be that reliable. I think 30 minutes would be quite a proper time frame to choose for short-term speculation. Okay, so this is for JD.com. I share with you this method because in future, you can apply this method for some other new IPOs. Okay, there would be some new IPOs in future for Hong Kong, for US, and even for Singapore market. Then if you learn this method, you want to do some short-term speculation for those new IPO stocks, you can try this method. It's very effective. Okay, repeat again. Combination of red and white circle and multicolor dragon in the 30-minute chart or 60-minute chart. Usually new IPOs are quite active. You can check 30. I think 30 is a very good choice. Okay, 30 minutes. This is for JD.com. Then, apart from JD.com, we got another news about Apple, right? So Apple here. Apple it has launched its new Airpods Max, the headphone, right? The new headphone. So the price is $549, and then for the price as in Singapore dollar, it's 849. Okay, 849 Singapore dollars, and in Singapore it will be available for order very soon. Okay, Apple has launched this new AirPods Max to boost its holiday sales, and because Christmas is coming right soon, many people are going shopping, right? So what we can expect is Apple the revenue, the profit in December would be quite a handsome one, right? So in that case, for Apple, if you check based on the homely software first rate cycle, that's early this month. And I have mentioned Apple in my videos recently. I said this first rate cycle you can consider to buy because retailers disappear completely, big boys more than 25%. And I said previous Tai Chi signal would be some resistance level, would be resistance. See? First yellow Tai Chi, second yellow Tai Chi, very close to each other, right? So I said if the price can break up, of course when the price break up the Tai Chi signal to levels, it's already quite high, right? So I said you can try to buy some. After the first rate cycle, the following day you can see this is the confirmation to buy. Confirmation to buy after that is just a sideways, slowly inching upward, right? It is slowly inching upward because resistance here around the previous two Tai Chi still strong, but if boosted or stimulated by good news, if the sales for this new product is quite good in December and the profits for Apple in December is quite a big increase compared with last year, then stimulated by such good news, Apple, a higher probability, Apple the price can break up the two Tai Chi signal resistance levels. The pattern here is beautiful one because you see for Nasdaq, the technology stocks, right? So they haven't been that strong in the past 2 or 3 months, right? You see Apple also, ever since September, it's just sideways there. It's sideways there already for roughly more than 2 months, right? More than 2 months already. So this is a significant medium-term correction. So means the technology stocks already got enough rest. Maybe it's about the time that they begin to move upward again. And you will see that recently, especially you check the Nasdaq 100, many stocks quite strong. Of course, these are the Nasdaq 100. That would be some penny stock, high-tech penny stocks. It's not that penny stock; it's small cap high-tech companies, right? They have a lot of them have been quite strong. So if you try to catch some short-term strong rallies, you can always go to check the Nasdaq 100 or Nasdaq to find some good stocks. And for Apple, because it's the famous stock, it's the popular stock, it's quite stable. The price can be quite stable. So and also many people are doing value investment for it. So this one would be quite safe for, let's say for investors. It's a very safe choice. Maybe now the price didn't give us a very big rally, but for this kind of stock, even if you hold for medium term to long term, you still can get a very handsome profit. Because I mentioned for medium term to long term trading, you better wait after a significant correction. Now we have a significant correction. It's the best timing for you to consider enter again, to board on the boat again for Apple, if you are planning either for short-term trading or for medium-term to long-term trading. All right, both good choice for you. This is for Apple. And then for Singapore market, we see Ifast continue rebounding today, right? But yesterday, I mentioned to you the resistance level. You still remember? The resistance level is the half of this big downward gap 2 days ago, and the half level of the gap overlaps with the yellow rainbow lines I shared with you yesterday, right? You still remember? Ifast. Let me go to the daily chart. Okay, so yes, you see, today, interesting thing, the high price today. Can you see the candle for today with upper shadow, right? So you see the high price for today just about to touch the last yellow line of homely rainbow, right? I already mentioned this would be a resistance for Ifast. This would be the half. You see, half of this gap, of this downward gap. Check the half level roughly here, right? Roughly here, the half level. So if the price is the rebound touch the level, the last yellow line and the third yellow line, resistance, quite a strong resistance. If price unable to break up, maybe it would drop first. Then if price unable to break up, it drop. Shall we sell? Especially for those who are now stuck there, right? Like me, I also am stuck there. So one thing is you can check, for example, this bullish candle here, right? After this big downward gap, you check the close price. If in near future, even though there are some sideways or corrections, the price still remain around the close price level, means the upward momentum is still strong. You can still keep holding to monitor to see whether or not the price can finally break up the yellow lines, rainbow yellow lines. I tell you, it may be not that smooth for the price. The price, it will not just break up the resistance levels here immediately. There would be some struggles around the significant resistance levels. But now we're not sure whether or not the price can finally break up the resistance in near future. That's why we still need to keep monitoring and set our standard for stop loss. So my standard would be around the close price of this bullish candle here on 8th December. Okay, this is for Ifast. Now the price already reached the resistance, yellow line resistance, and the half of the gap. Okay, and keep monitoring whether or not the price can break up the resistance levels. Okay, so this is for Ifast. And then for US markets, we also got Biontech, right? BNTX. It's in stable rise. The price already hit a new high, right? The price already hit a new high. It's in stable rise, so I'm still holding. So today someone sent me news about Pfizer's vaccine. It said that there were six people died after being injected the Pfizer vaccine, right? But the result, it turned out that 4 of them, they didn't really get the vaccine. The vaccine. They belong to the placebo group. They get the vaccine injection. So only 2 people they get a vaccine injection dead. But the news, it didn't say that they die of the vaccine. They just said 2 people dead. But the reason, not sure. Maybe not the reason for the death, not because of the vaccine, right? And if you check, 6 people died. 4 of them didn't get a vaccine. So I think it would not be a very big concern, right? It's nothing to worry about. It's not so frightening news or very bad news for Pfizer or for Biontech. So I think Biontech, judging by the current chart, is quite stable rally here. As long as there is not some very sudden bad news, I think the rally might continue in near future. Okay, so this is for Biontech. And then for Sea Limited. Sea Limited also in stable rise, see? So if you have bought based on the circle the trading principle here, because I mentioned this in my previous videos, right? Then you can still keep holding this one. Can still keep holding. C limited. Also hit a new high. Quite a beautiful pattern here. Okay, this is for Singapore market, Malaysia market, and oh yes, finally we don't forget to talk about Tesla, right? So for Tesla, because now the price is quite high, people are thinking whether or not they should sell, take profit first. So let me share with you what you can check is the yellow Tai Chi signal in future. Now we see the price it just break up the yellow Tai Chi in 30th November, right? So now we don't have a yellow Tai Chi because the price already break up the yellow Tai Chi. Now just a bit above the yellow Tai Chi. Maybe in near future after when the rally continue to be a even higher level, then we would have a new yellow Tai Chi. If the price effectively drop below the new yellow Tai Chi, the low price of the new yellow Tai Chi, that's the moment we can consider taking profit for short-term trading for this rally, right? But then for some people, they are planning to hold, to do some value investment, hold for medium term to long term. Also can, if you have bought after the effective breakthrough of the previous triangle here, of course, you can consider holding Tesla for medium term to long. And also, I mentioned for you, there would be another good strategy, which is you take profit partially in future when there is a sell point for short term, right? Take profit partially and still keep some positions for medium term to long term trading so that you can both get short term profit and the medium term to long term for the greater profit. All right, so that's about Tesla. No need to worry, no need to feel frightened by the height. As long as you follow the indicators, you are quite safe. All right, you're quite safe. All right, then do we have stocks to diagnose today? Okay, so this one stock, LPRO, right? LPRO. Open landing. Oh, yes, it's a good pattern. Yes, it's a very good pattern here because we see first recircle and the big boys increase the purple line within the red bar of the multicolor dragon, the big boys, and first recircle and the platform is here. The previous sideways platform is here. The price is just is about to break up the sideways platform. So that's good. So if tonight we get confirmation, we can buy, right? It's a very good choice because I think because you are already member, right? So you have learned very well. I can see that you have learned very well because you can get this kind of very good stock, very bullish stocks yourself, right? So that is what we can do for Homely members. If you join Homely member, we can guarantee that we help you master the software application so that you can do the screening, you can find the good stocks, you can buy and sell at the best points all by yourself, at the best timing all by yourself. That's what Homely can do for you. To teach you this capacity of independent analysis and trading, and with very high success rate. Okay, and then in the end, don't forget about the seminars, all right? So especially if you are not a Homely member, we have seminars prepared for you. Tonight, Wednesday, right? Tonight, 7 to 9, this seminar is open for public. We will talk about the year-end window dressing outlook because the Christmas is coming. So how can we catch the window dressing opportunities here? And this is for tonight seminar. It's in Mandarin. And Saturday morning, this one is also in Mandarin. And this time we have invited a guru from China, Master Chen Chao. He is very, very good. And he will talk about how to grab the chances of crazy bull. And this would be very good for you because we don't invite the masters from China all the time. Just occasionally, we would invite masters to give sessions in Singapore. The reason why we invite the master from China, Master Chen, because this is the 11-year anniversary for Homely chart in Singapore. We landed in Singapore 2009, December 12th. Okay, December 12th, and now it's December, and December 12th coming soon. So that is the 11-year anniversary for Homely chart Singapore. So that's why we invite the guru from China to conduct seminars for our members, and not only our members, even if you are not a member, this one is open for public. You also can get a chance to attend this one. Of course, this one has to be in Mandarin because this master is Chinese. He only speaks Chinese, all right? And then also, apart from the Wednesday and Saturday morning one, Sunday afternoon we got another one. This one is 2 to 4 p.m., 13th December, right? For this seminar, we will talk about the U.S. market chance of New Year. So would be more focused on the U.S. market. If you are very interested in the U.S. market and you are trading U.S., this one you definitely don't want to miss. All right, so these are the seminars for you, prepared for you. So if you want to attend any or several of these open seminars, you need to WhatsApp me to register for the seminar for free. Okay, so this is my WhatsApp number, 659231237. Okay, so if you want to attend any of these seminars I mentioned, you WhatsApp me your name and which session you want. All right, and that's all for today. I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye-bye.